Coming up on Chapman News, Orange residents get an unexpected wake-up call, a fire nearby costing families thousands of dollars.
Plus, sharks, clowns, the dark. Find out what scares Americans the most.
And a special guest in search of a new home. The cat joins us live in studio.
Far from the black and orange you'd expect to see this Halloween, Chapman University will be going red, white, and blue for the opening night of American Celebration. Coming up next on Chapman News.
Thank you for tuning in this week for Chapman News, and happy Halloween. I'm Madi Bader.
And I'm Natalie Aronson. First, we bring you a frightening story in our own backyard.
A rude awakening for residents of the Villa Point apartment complex in Orange. A carport caught on fire Thursday morning. Residents were evacuated at 4 a.m. as firefighters battled the flames for over 30 minutes. Officials said 4 cars were destroyed and 10 were damaged. The fire also damaged 4 apartments due to the heat melting the blinds and breaking windows.
I was sleeping last night and we heard an explosion and we ran out to look at the window. Our window faces where the fire was, and we saw just explosions. I think it was from the gas, and the fire was flaming up incredibly high.
The fire began in a storage unit and is being investigated by the arson department. The cause of the fire is still unknown.
We push our clocks back this weekend for daylight savings, which means darker and sometimes scarier nights. Reporter Kelly Moody looks into Americans' fears through a nationally published study done by Chapman students.
Sometimes we find ourselves in circumstances that have the potential to be unsafe, such as walking alone at night. But the odds of getting snatched by a stranger are slim, according to Dr. Bader and his team of students. They have found that it is the scary movies and frightening stories we see in the media that have stirred fears such as these in American minds.
Criminologists know that Americans think that crime is always getting worse. The extent to which they believe that was shocking to us. That nearly everybody in the study believes that not only have crimes gotten worse, they've gotten much worse over the last 20 years, whereas in fact Americans are safer on almost all accounts over the last 20 years.
A random sample received this survey constructed by Chapman students such as David Corley.
I didn't realize that it was going to be such a big thing until we started diving into it. And then I realized how new and how unique the survey is.
Results showed Americans fear walking alone at night, identity theft, internet safety, mass shootings, and public speaking. The study has gained national coverage from the Huffington Post, USA Today, and the New York Times.
We've definitely found that watching talk television and true crime TV are real fear triggers. They're associated with not just fears about crime, with a lot of fears. And what I believe is going on is that if you watch these shows, you're just seeing the worst society has to offer all day long.
Next time you find yourself spooked in the street, think again. Those fears might just be a figment of your imagination. Thanks to Dr. Bader and his team, we now know the murderous media we consume can sometimes leak into our memory. This is Kelly Moody, Chapman News.
Chapman students can observe how Americans' fears change by registering for the Sociology of Fear interterm course with Dr. Bader for 2015.
They're putting in the final touches on the huge tent on Memorial Lawn built for American Celebration.
AmSal is Chapman's annual gala that fundraises more than $2 million to provide scholarships to Chapman's best and most deserving students.
The evening starts tonight with performances from more than 100 singing and dancing students from Chapman's College of Performing Arts, accompanied by a live orchestra.
On Saturday, there will be a black tie gala that includes a lavish dinner and dancing. Alex Biston is on Memorial Lawn with a preview of this weekend setup. Alex?
Tonight marks the 33rd year of Chapman University's annual fundraiser, American Celebration. And as you guys can see behind me, the tents are getting set up and people will be arriving in just a few short hours. But none of this could be done without the students.
Chapman University senior Leah wouldn't be at Chapman without a scholarship with the help of American Celebration, also known as AmSal.
I wanted to go to Chapman. It was my first choice, but my parents told me I could only come here if I had a scholarship. So it wasn't enough to just get into the school. I had to have the scholarship as well. So that was like the moment that made it.
Sukanik, like many other college students, would not be able to afford the steep tuition at Chapman, and that's where AMCEL comes in.
It's a celebration that also raises a lot of money for student scholarships. So many of those students performing benefit from scholarships created from previous American celebrations. So it's kind of a paying it forward type of program.
Each year, the event raises nearly $2 million for student scholarships, which helps 82% of Chapman students to receive some sort of financial aid. This year, the event will feature more than 100 students from Chapman's College of Performing Arts who will take the stage to sing and dance scenes from popular Broadway shows.
Now, the festivities will be continuing tomorrow for Gala Night starting at 5:30. There will be lots of things going on tomorrow night. I did speak with President Doty yesterday, and he did tell me that they are expecting at least 2,000 people to be attending this event, so it should be a great weekend. Reporting from Memorial Lawn, I'm Alex Biston. Back to you guys.
Thank you again, Alex. I'll be working the event this Saturday, and I always look forward to meeting our donors.
Richard Branson's Virgin Galactic reports that its Spaceship Two space tourism rocket is lost in Southern California. This is breaking news. The status of the pilots are unclear. 2 pilots are typically on board. There are reports of 1 dead and 1 injured. Virgin Galactic's Twitter account tweeted, "During the test, the vehicle suffered a serious anomaly resulting in the loss of Spaceship Two. Kern County Fire Department is headed to a location in the Mojave Desert." Orange schools may finally see some much-needed repairs if Measure K passes this Tuesday, but the funds come from property taxpayer pockets. Measure K is a $296 million bond that updates and remodels schools in Orange Unified School District.
If it passes, it will be the largest bond ever received in Orange County history. Supporters say schools around the area are in need of repair, with some buildings being more than 60 years old. Now coming up, an exclusive interview with Chapman grad and director of the new film, Dear White People.
Plus, we take a pause in our show to meet a new four-legged friend.
And we love having cats in studio, but raining cats and dogs on your Halloween night? We've got the forecast coming up on Chapman News.
Listen, you are extremely terrifying. Just the scariest undead subhuman thing on TV, and I really mean that. But I am worried that you could give my kids nightmares if they see you, so I'm gonna have to block you. So that's it. Oh, and tell the zombies they're blocked too.
Wow, these are really good.
You act surprised. Practice makes perfect.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
I've got a job to do today.
I've got a job to do today.
Have a good first day at work, Mom.
Your donations to Goodwill fund job training programs right in your community.
Feels good to start fresh, right?
Sure does. And like that, you're a job creator.
Welcome back to Chapman News. 2 OC teachers have been given the highest honor awarded to educators in the state. Amy Laughlin of Anaheim and Aaron Rosalie of North Tustin School Districts have been named the 2015 California Teachers of the Year. They were 2 of the 5 chosen by the State Department of Education to be recognized out of the 350,000 teachers in California. The top teachers will travel to other countries in order to represent California educators and sharing teaching strategies for the next school year.
October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Sammy Harrelson shows us how Orange County's firefighters are getting involved.
Firefighters have traded in their traditional blue uniforms for something a little more colorful. This month, County Fire employees are wearing pink in support of Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
So you see guys getting off the fire engine, they got a pink shirt on. Yeah, it's definitely takes a second glance.
From pink shirts to a big pink truck, there are different ways to show support. Fullerton Fire Department has created a place for people to write messages and remember loved ones affected by breast cancer.
I can tell you countless times this past month, people have come up and thanked us. Either they've had breast cancer, or their mother, their grandmother, or they have a family member, but it seems like everybody knows somebody that has been, it's touched them.
It's the last day of Breast Cancer Awareness Month and the last day the Pink Tribute Fire engine will be out here in Fullerton, but it doesn't end there. The Orange County Fire Authority will be selling their t-shirts year-round. Those proceeds will be going to breast cancer research. From Fullerton, I'm Sammy Harrelson, Chapman News.
The shirts you saw the firemen wearing are being sold at the OC Fire Store online. So far, they've raised almost $13,000.
Justin Simeon is living the dream. The writer-director graduated from Chapman in 2005 and has just written and directed one of the hottest films in Hollywood, Dear White People. Simeon's dramedy is set on a mythical Ivy League campus and tackles racial issues. The indie film received rave reviews just about everywhere this week and hits more than 400 screens in the U.S. Thursday night, Simeon told the current crop of Chapman film students about his 5-year quest to make his film, and he later talked filmmaking with Chapman News entertainment producer Adrena Rose.
Dear white people, the minimum requirement of black friends needed to not seem racist has just been raised to 2. Sorry, but your weed man, Tyrone, does not count.
I'm writing, and I'm also considering screenplays that I didn't write, and the work is what is exciting to me about this whole thing, is getting to direct films, be a storyteller, write films. So, finding an opportunity where I can do that about a story that I'm excited about, I want to just to be in that as soon as possible.
That is definitely a movie I'm so looking forward to seeing. Today, all across America, we're celebrating Halloween, one of my personal favorite holidays. Reporter Liz Quick tasted the sweeter side of this spooky holiday.
With Halloween knocking on our door this evening, one thing is on everyone's mind: candy. Americans purchase nearly 600 million pounds of Halloween candy a year, with a whopping 90 million of those sales happening during the week of Halloween. On average, a person will spend about $44 on candy this season, and the most popular choices are candy corn, Snickers, Reese's, Kit Kats, and M&M's. I took to Chapman's campus to find out which Halloween candy won the popularity contest here.
Kit Kats, because they're the best, and for some reason they're really fun to eat to me. I don't know, I like taking them apart. It's weird.
Chocolate-wise, I like Snickers because it's got the perfect combination, but if you're gonna do like tart candy, Jolly Rancher Chews.
I like Smarties because they're just basically raw sugar. And you need a lot of them.
My favorite candy is Hershey's chocolate because I love chocolate and it comes in so many different forms.
With Halloween happening tonight, it's time to grab our candy and enjoy this once-a-year treat. Reporting from Orange, this is Liz Quick, Chapman News.
Maddie, I already have my Halloween costume picked out. I'm ready to hit the streets of Orange with my pillowcase full of candy, but I'm hoping I get Twix and Sour Patch Kids.
I'm more of a Milky Way person myself, personally, but our next guest prefers a different type of treat.
National Cat Day was Wednesday, and cat lovers everywhere celebrated with their favorite felines, and we are lucky enough to celebrate in the newsroom today.
Joining us is Katie from OC Animal Care, and in honor of National Cat Day, she brought with her a furry friend, Rucker. Thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it, and so does Rucker. He's having a great time.
Of course, he's so mellow. So what can you tell us about Rucker?
Well, I can tell you that he's about 6 years old. He's a neutered male. He's a brown tabby, but he's like a bundle of love. He's definitely a little overweight, a little fluffy. He was an owner surrender to our shelter, so he had a great home that couldn't keep him, and now he's looking for a new forever home.
And is that how you get most of your animals?
We do. They come in as strays where they're either out running loose or somebody finds them, or cats especially. We do have a lot that people just can't keep for some reason, and they bring them in.
Now, how long has Rucker been with you at your shelter?
He's been with us for about a month now, so he's been a long-term resident. We do like to see him get adopted faster, but he's looking for a special home, so he's holding out for the right owner right now.
So what is the typical stay?
I would say, gosh, maybe about a week, 2 weeks, but we definitely are lucky we can keep animals much longer until we find the perfect match for them.
It's really positive to hear that it's such a fast turnaround time. Do you think a lot of people are always looking for cats as pets in our neighborhood?
I think so. Cats for us are a little harder to adopt because we get so many kittens. But yeah, people are looking for an animal that they can keep inside, that doesn't take too much work. A lot of people live in apartments here in Orange County, so cats are really the perfect pet for that environment.
Do you ever take one home yourself?
I have taken 2 home myself, so yes, for sure. You get sucked in when you work there.
I would.
Now, Rucker was celebrated on Wednesday, of course, with National Cat Day. How did you all at the shelter celebrate all your animals?
Well, we did a special Facebook posting about all of the great cats we have at the shelter. We featured some of our long-term cats, and Rucker was one of them. And then coming up this week, we'll be discounting some of our long-term resident cats as well to try to help them find a new home.
Awesome. So how does OC Animal Care get the word out about these animals? Do you purely use the Facebook page, or how do you guys communicate with people?
We do a variety, so we have a great website where all the animals are updated every 30 minutes, so you can see what's up for adoption in real time. We do use a lot of social media now. We have Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, all of that. So any way we can find to get the word out, we use it.
Now, you mentioned discounting prices. Do you do a lot of like campaigns or kind of discount specials for the longer term cats often to kind of get the turnaround time faster?
We do, yeah. That's been something new we've really been focusing on for the long-term pets. At the point where they've been with us for a month, it's really not fair to them to have them in a kennel where they're not getting handled every day. So we do discount them. We have special adoption events every month. November we have a Veterans Day adoption event, discount animals for veterans, and then a Paula Day kind of adoption event for like a Black Friday, a Black Friday sale for our
Did you guys do anything for Halloween?
We didn't. We haven't. There's some dressed up employees and animals for sure, but no special discounts for Halloween today.
Wow, that all sounds amazing. Thank you so much, Katie, for coming in and bringing Rucker.
Great, thank you.
Absolutely adorable.
Thank you for having us.
I'm sure that all of our viewers enjoyed meeting him. Now let's pause for just a minute. From catnip to candy, Old Town Orange gets a taste of Halloween a little early. Rebecca Woodruff has more on treats in the streets.
Happy Halloween!
Orange's 18th annual Autumn Festival, Treats in the Streets, brings the community together to celebrate Halloween in a safe and fun way. Smiling vendors provided the community with food for a cheap price. One vendor was quite the hit at this year's festival.
The trolley is a spooky trolley. Children are welcome to go through it. There's frights and spills and fears and chills, and they go through, and then right at the end they exit out, and they have plenty of candy.
Many other fun things to participate in, like hay rides, games, dance parties, and more. Some kids got to meet their heroes, friends, and even foes. Everyone is encouraged to dress up in their costume, including man's best friend. Some costumes were quite creative.
And each year it gets better and better, so it's awesome.
At the end of the night, it was a real spooktacular event.
Treats in the Streets got kids out here eating candy, kettle corn, and showing off their best costumes. I'm Rebecca Woodruff here at Orange Plaza for Chapman News.
Shop owners and local organizations passed out candy and kettle corn to the town's monsters, fairies, and superheroes. I have to figure out if I need to bring a sweater when I go trick-or-treating this weekend.
I'm in that same boat. Mandy, can you please tell us what we can expect this weekend?
You're probably going to want to bring a sweater out on Halloween tonight. Right now we're looking at 71 degrees with a 78% humidity, 5-mile-per-hour wind. So it's a beautiful day out there right now. But I will tell you, rain expected tonight. But first, let's look at our Orange County forecast. In Westminster, looking at 71 degrees along with Orange right now, as I mentioned before. Newport Beach over here with 68. Nice mid to low 70s that we're looking at right now. A difference from what we were seeing last week where we had mid to high 70s and even into the 80s. A definite cool down that we're experiencing. And now for your Southern California forecast, Santa Barbara 65, and over here Big Bear, which we could see some snow over the weekend. They're at 61 right now, but snow over the weekend. So definitely starting to look like fall. Now for your 5-day outlook, Halloween, like I said before, 80% of rain tonight. Heavy rain expected tonight, and that's going to go into Saturday as well as possibly into Sunday, but it's going to be sunny by the end of Sunday. Monday and Tuesday, nice and clear, even up to 80 degrees on Tuesday. So enjoy those feelings of fall because it's not going to last too long. We'll be back up to 80 by Tuesday. Now I know what everyone really wants to know is that Halloween forecast. At 7 p.m. we're looking at 67 degrees, 9 p.m. 65, and 11 p.m. 62 degrees. So it's getting cooler by the hour tonight. So when you're thinking of your costumes, might want to pull out that gorilla suit or maybe Mary Poppins, that umbrella. It's probably going to come in handy tonight. Now, if you're looking to go trick-or-treating, some of the best cities to do so include Santa Ana, #1 in California, just behind it Anaheim, Irvine, Laguna Hills, and Newport Beach. Now behind me in this picture is on Balboa Island, Newport Beach, a house that received numerous awards for their Halloween decorations, so you can always check that out. These cities are looking at 58 to 60 degree temperatures tonight, so it's going to be a cool Halloween with rain. Even here at Chapman, we can expect some rain tomorrow night as we take on Laverne for our last home football game. But Melanie de Arakal has more on sports. What can you tell us is going on, Melanie?
Chapman football looks to keep their winning streak going in the SCIAC Conference. We take a look at our all-star running back's record-breaking career, and the San Francisco Giants win their 3rd World Series on the road. All this and more coming up on the Best Campus Sports Show.
Just the scariest undead subhuman thing on TV, and I really mean that. But I am worried that you could give my kids nightmares if they see you, so I'm gonna have to block you. So that's it. Oh, and tell the zombies they're blocked too.
Wow, these are really good.
You act surprised. Practice makes perfect.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
I've got a job to do today.
I've got a job to do today.
Have a good first day at work, Mom.
Your donations to Goodwill fund job training programs right in your community.
Feels good to start fresh, right?
Sure does. And like that, you're a job creator.
Emergencies and disasters happen with little or no warning and often occur while you are away from home. Be ready for emergencies by registering your alternate phone numbers, cell phones, and email addresses at alertoc.com. You will receive alerts when an emergency occurs near your workplace or neighborhood.
Welcome back. I'm Melanie de Arakal, and this is the Best Campus Sports Show. The Panthers haven't won at Cal Lutheran since 1997. Looking to stay at the top of the SCIAC, they face the rival Kingsmen Saturday night. Jeremiah McKibbins and the boys fired up in Thousand Oaks, but the Kingsmen were first on the scoreboard. Quarterback Nick Isham with the 3-yard keeper in the first quarter. Kalu up early. Still in the first, Panthers strike back. Senior quarterback Michael Leahy rolls to his left, finds Keen Stansel untouched into the end zone. Game tied at 7. Panthers would lead at halftime 14-7. 2 minutes in the second half, it's all McKibbins. Catches everyone by surprise, breaks through the defense, taking it 68 yards to the end zone, extending the Chapman lead. He finished the game with 2 touchdowns. Later, Kingsmen working on a comeback. 7-yard touchdown pass from Isham to Isaac Seymour. CLU down 7. Halfway through the fourth, freshman Noah Rivard returns a kick 85 yards to the house. His teammates loving it. Panthers take this one 45-21. Chapman's first win in Thousand Oaks in 8 years. Chapman News producer Wes Rapaport was there and brings our post-game sound off.
Melanie, a huge win for the Panthers tonight, now on a 5-game win streak after rolling through Cal Lutheran 45-21. And for running back Jeremiah McKibbins, a breakout game, 13 carries for 211 yards and 2 touchdowns on the ground. But he says he's just taking it one game at a time.
I've been taking it week by week and one step at a time, keep keen to work hard every single week. But it's mainly, we're starting to, not starting, but our line is really starting to get into it. Receivers are blocking downfield as well. We're starting to, mesh it all together.
This was a great win, great for the program. Cal-Lu, you're playing a team like Cal-Lu at Cal-Lu, which has been a 4-time conference champion. And for us to be able to come in here and play like we did, especially the second half, well, you can see them kind of hoarse right here, right? A little bit excited.
We thought they were going to kick it really short and try to recover it. And then so I was just back there just in case they kicked it far, and they did. And I didn't think I was going to get very far, but I picked it up. My blockers were great. We didn't have the blocking scheme we even wanted to on that play, and we just took it back to the house, and it felt amazing.
There's no doubt that Chapman's football team has seen great success this season, going undefeated so far in the SCIAC Conference. A lot of Chapman's offensive success has to do with the return of their star running back, Jeremiah McKibbins. McKibbins joined the Panther squad back in 2011, and in 2012 he broke out as Chapman's offensive leading man, leading the nation in rushing yards with over 1,100 yards in the season. He wasn't as lucky last season, having to watch from the sidelines with a season-ending injury. His return to the field was met with excitement from both fans and teammates. So far, he has rushed for 563 yards and 10 touchdowns with an average of 7.4 yards per carry. McKibbins has one more season left in his collegiate career, and there is no doubt that this Chapman Panther has established himself as a leader on the field. Now let's take a look at the week ahead for Chapman Athletics. Women's volleyball takes on Occidental tonight at 7:30, and water polo looks to keep their 10-game win streak alive for Saturday's doubleheader. First game against Laverne at 11, second at 2 p.m. against Orange Coast College. And it's senior night for Chapman football and the last home game of the season. So go out and support your Panthers tomorrow night at 7. Well, baseball fans, the season is over, and I know our producer, Wes Rapaport, is happy because the San Francisco Giants have won their 3rd World Series in 5 seasons. The Giants beat the Kansas City Royals on the road in Game 7, the final 3-2. It all ended with a fly ball to Pablo Sandoval, and that is it. The Giants have earned themselves another ring. Giants fans party hard in the streets of San Francisco to celebrate their team's historic victory. The traditional World Series parade is going on as we speak. Well, if you're not in San Francisco watching the parade, I know you want to have a good time tonight because it's Halloween. Andrea, what's going on this weekend?
I'm Andrea Hammer, and all of that coming up. You're watching Chapman News, Orange County's news leader. So good. So sweet.
First, you gotta make bail. Then pay me to get your car back.
Your insurance premiums will go through the roof.
And my legal fees just keep adding up. All told, it could end up costing you $10,000.
Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving.
So, I got this new family, and I don't know what it is about this one, but she can't seem to put down that toy all day long. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, and she even talks to it. She talks to that more than she talks to him. What's up, bro? Nice shirt. Who's she talking to? Her mom? She talks to her mom a lot.
The next 30 seconds can save you a lot of money. Just do your laundry in cold and stick to full loads. Auto-sleep your computers. Plug your gadgets in a power strip and switch it off when you're done. Headed out? Turn back your thermostat by 10 degrees. And drive sensibly. The more energy you save, the more money you save. Find other great tips at energysaver.gov.
Every day across America, excess food is gathered by a network of good people at local food banks, giving hope to millions of children who struggle with hunger. They've earned their wings, and you can too. Together, we can solve child hunger. Support Feeding America and your local food bank at feedingamerica.org.
Thank you. You're petting me.
Natalie, do you remember your perfect Halloween?
I didn't even know there was such a thing, but apparently Andrea Hammer is proving me wrong. Andrea?
That's right, Halloween is officially here, and I got in the spirit with 3 easy steps. Here's my guide to the best Halloween. Step 1, find the perfect pumpkin. Like I said, the first step to a perfect Halloween is finding the perfect pumpkin. So today, I'm at a local pumpkin patch to do just that. Let's go. Step 2, no tricks, all treats. And now for the best part, the candy. Step 3, it's all about the costume. All right, now it's your turn. To continue with the Halloween spirit, Chapman University's Players Society will be putting on a performance of the Rocky Horror Picture Show tonight and tomorrow, both on campus at 7:30 in the Irvine Lecture Hall. And if you're debating which night to go on, well, tonight the Society will be putting on a special Halloween performance. Students will put on an interactive shadow cast production of the classic film, The Rocky Horror Picture Show. Tickets are $3 at the door, and all proceeds will go towards Equality Now. Get ready to be scared, spooked, and stunned. UPB is putting on its annual Halloween Fright Maze tonight. And if you dare, come by the Student Union and Argyros Forum ballrooms between 9 p.m. and 1 a.m. Face your fears and brave 10 minutes of terror in a mirror room, puppet room, and clown room. And no need to trick or treat, goodie bags will be awarded to those who make it to the other side. Now I know it might be a little late for Halloween costume ideas, but for those of you still deciding what to wear, in this week's Hollywood Highlight, we're giving you a little inspiration, straight from Hollywood celebrities. Here's E! News host Juliana Rancic and her husband dressed up very Hollywood as a plastic surgeon and patient duo. Or how about taking some inspiration from the Rocky Horror Picture Show like Kelly Osbourne did? Or maybe you're looking for something a little more modern day. Lucy Hale dressed up as the Twitter bird in true 2014 fashion. And we saved the best for last. Here's Miley Cyrus channeling her inner Lil' Kim. All right, Natalie, Maddie, I think you guys are ready for Halloween now.
Yes, we are, and one family finally is as well.
After being shut down over the weekend due to several noise complaints, this Halloween house in Riverside is now back on for the spooky holiday. The light show features 12,000 lights and goes along with synchronized pop music, including Pitbull's Fireball and Magic's Rude.
The homeowners had applied for a block party permit earlier this year, and the city approved it early in the week. However, some neighbors say that it wasn't the noise that was bothering them, it was the traffic. The show usually draws in about 2,000 people a night. Riverside Police will continue to patrol the area periodically and make sure that no illegal activity is happening. Personally, I've never had the best experience with haunted houses. Maddie, are you one for Not Scary Farm and haunted houses?
I actually just went to Not Scary Farm for the first time this past weekend. It is so fun, and they have these people that like sneak up behind you and freak you out and like scream in your face. Like I had friends that were crying. It was a good time.
I'm usually the one crying, so I never really have like the best time, but it's okay. I'm glad you did.
I was the one laughing at the people crying. I actually went on my first upside down roller coaster too.
Oh,
it's
good.
really fun there.
You made a lot of strides this weekend.
Yeah, it was a big deal.
Good. I'm glad.
But yeah, Not Scary Farm is definitely somewhere you have to go for the Halloween season.
Definitely.
One of my new favorite places. So log on to our website, chapmannews.tv, to see all of our episodes, Chapman Newsies bios, and top headlines.
And make sure you also follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/Chapman News, Twitter and Instagram at Chapman News, and YouTube at youtube.com/Chapman News.
Thanks again for watching, and happy Halloween. Have a safe and exciting weekend. I'm Maddie Bader.
And I'm Natalie Aronson. Enjoy the holiday, everybody.